We are following breaking news. There you see it. Former President Donald Trump arriving in New York City right now.
That's right. The former president's plane just touched down at LaGuardia Airport. Soon he'll make his way to Trump Tower. Tomorrow, Mr. Trump is expected to be arraigned in a Manhattan courtroom after a grand jury indicted him last week. Sources tell NBC News he faces about 30 charges related to the investigation into an alleged hush money payment from 2016. Gabe, let's bring you back in here and kind of bring it back to these pictures that we're watching for right now. This is, of course, Trump's personal plane. The former president should be deplaning soon. We don't believe we've seen him, though. We are looking at a fairly small monitor, but it does not look as though he's exited yet. And he'll be headed from LaGuardia into Midtown Manhattan, Trump Tower, his longtime residence right on Fifth Avenue in the heart of Manhattan. Tell us a little bit about, for viewers maybe who aren't so familiar with New York, right now, according to Google Maps, it's a 29-minute drive. But of course, he's going to have his motorcade and everything. Walk us through what we see happening here. The presence, the security presence at Trump Tower, and then, of course, what's going to happen tomorrow when he needs to move from Midtown down to lower Manhattan, which also, given traffic in New York, can take quite a while sometimes.
Yeah, Savannah. So for those of you not familiar with the New York area, LaGuardia Airport, east of Manhattan, as you said, at the moment between 20 and 30 minutes into the city. There is a huge security presence already at Trump Tower. They have been putting up security barricades there now for several days, much like they have had here for several weeks here in lower Manhattan after there have been numerous threats made against the district attorney's office as we continue to look at these live pictures. Now, Savannah, I also want to mention something that is still unfolding, and really the clock is ticking on this legal debate, so to speak. A group of media organizations have tried to get cameras in the courtroom, and just this afternoon, we heard what the Trump team's response was to that, and Trump's legal team is saying that, quote, "We submit that the media request should be denied because it will create a circus-like atmosphere at the arraignment, raise unique security concerns, and is inconsistent with President Trump's presumption of innocence." Now, that may surprise some people after the former president has made quite a spectacle, and in fact, his team has been on social media posting quite a bit as their trip through out of Mar-a-Lago and into Palm Beach International Airport on the way here, creating a spectacle. They've already say they've raised more than $7 million since the indictment was announced last week. But again, now the Trump legal team arguing against cameras in the courtroom. This afternoon as well, the supplemental filing by the media organizations is asking for an immediate hearing on these access concerns. The media organizations are also requesting as many seats as possible in the courtroom, and they're arguing that an overflow room with closed captioning is not adequate in these circumstances. The media organizations are also requesting phones and laptops be allowed during the proceedings. So we have not heard on the judge's ruling when it comes to that. Again, it's still an open question whether cameras will be allowed in the courtroom to capture what will no doubt be an unprecedented arraignment. And as I now see more people coming out of the plane right there, again, my monitor out here in the field is difficult to watch.
Yes, that is Gabe. That is
several SUVs. That is the former president. So he's about getting into these waiting SUVs where, of course, there is heavy Secret Service protection that will whisk him away out of LaGuardia Airport en route to Trump Tower in Midtown Manhattan, Jones and Hannah.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.